Hey guys, this is Matt Allen. I'm the Senior Support Specialist here at Acctivate. Today we're going to take a high-level look at customers. The first thing to note should be that customers can be created and maintained in either system, and changes made will push to the other system. For example, you could create a new customer in Acctivate, run a sync, and it would create that customer in QuickBooks, or vice versa. So let's take a look at the customer window. This window shows the default values that are going to be used for sales orders that get created for this customer. This shows the bill to address. Here we can see the customer type. Customer types are defined in Configuration Manager. Usually this is used for reporting, so if you have a retail customer versus a wholesale customer and you want to see sales related to one or the other, you can use this to help filter the results in those sales reports. The default branch set for a customer will tell Acctivate which warehouse should be used by default when you create an order. Here's where you would set the default salesperson that should be used for those sales orders. Salespeople are created and managed in QuickBooks, and the sync creates them in Acctivate. Here we can see the tax code related to the customer. If set to a taxable tax code, Acctivate will attempt to calculate tax for whatever taxable items show on that order. If set to a non-taxable tax code, Acctivate will not attempt to calculate tax on those orders, even if taxable products exist. You can also define the tax exemption code here. Here we can see specific text that would show on invoices just for this customer. The pop-up note is what it sounds like. You can define text in this pop-up note field and check this box, and then whenever users open the customer window for this customer or sales orders related to this customer, the text in this note field will pop up. This synchronized transactions as option would allow you to define a different customer, and invoices created for this customer in Acctivate would actually push over to a different customer in QuickBooks based on whatever's defined here. For example, if you have 4 or 5 different customers in Acctivate that you want to manage separately, but all their invoices and payments should be managed together in QuickBooks, you could define all those 4 or 5 customers in Acctivate to have the same synchronized transactions as customer. Customers in Acctivate can have multiple ship-to locations. While they may only have one billing address, you may ship goods to multiple different locations. You can set those up here on the Ship-to tab. You can define the preferred ship-to location, so main would be used on orders by default, but the person entering the order could simply change the ship-to location. The address related to that location would populate automatically without having to retype out the address. Each ship-to location will have a unique tax category related to it that will tell Acctivate what tax percentage should be calculated. These tax categories in Acctivate come from sales tax groups in QuickBooks, which are made up of multiple sales tax items. Customers in Acctivate can also have multiple contacts related to them. So if your customer was a big business and you may deal with multiple different contacts at that business, you could define each contact and what their contact information would be, and the salesperson would be able to select from that list when entering the sales order. You can also create marketing codes in Configuration Manager and define a marketing code to relate to the customer here. This works similarly to the way that customer types are used and typically is used for filtering out in different reports. And finally, you have marketing lists, which can be defined in Configuration Manager. These are typically used for batch emailing. If you had a new promotion and you wanted to send that promotion to any customers that have special promotions set as a marketing list, you could create a batch email that would send to any customer using that marketing list. That's all I have for today. If you want more information or details on customers, feel free to check out the links below, or you can contact support at Acctivate by emailing us at support@acctivate.com.